This book is Scooby-Doo and the Fishy Phantom. Scooby-Doo and the Fishy Phantom by Jessie Leon McCann. Scooby-Doo and Mystery Inc. arrived at the Coolsville Aquarium for a private after-hours tour. Velma had just run first place in the science fair, and the tour was the prize. Everyone was excited. They would be the first visitors to see the aquarium's newest attraction, the beautiful and rare rainbow flounder. Hello, hello, Mr. Winterbottom, the aquarium's head curator greeted them. Jinkies, listen to this, Velma exclaimed. The Coolsville Aquarium is home to more than 12,500 ocean animals. That's correct, said Mr. Winterbottom. That's correct, Mr. Winterbottom said proudly. But before we start the tour, let's stop by our underwater snack bar so we can get some dinner. Like great idea, said Shaggy. Gulped. Scooby nodded in agreement. Steve Curley, the snack bar manager, wasn't happy about staying open late. He muttered angrily, but the gang didn't hear him. They were too preoccupied looking around at the impressive surroundings. The snack bar was 16 feet underwater. Let's go see the rainbow flounder, shall we? Asked Mr. Winterbottom. Oops. On the way to the rainbow flounder exhibit, Mr. Winterbottom became upset with a janitor who was slowly mopping the floor in the same spot. Why are you still here? The curator scolded. You are the slowest janitor I have ever seen. The gang felt sorry for the old man. It was at the rainbow flounder tank that they got the biggest surprise that they could have imagined. Someone was stealing the priceless fish. I am the Fishy Phantom, cackled the intruder, and the rainbow flounder is mine. Help, help, Mr. Winterbottom cried as the Fishy Phantom fled the scene. Don't worry, Mr. Winterbottom, it won't get away, Fred said. Go check the security to make sure all the exits are secured. Daphne, Velma, and I will follow the Fishy Phantom, Fred continued. Shaggy and Scooby, you go in the other direction. We might be able to box it in. Come on, gang, we've got another mystery on our hands. Let's check the snack bar first, Shaggy suggested. Maybe the freaky fish is hungry. Rah! Scooby agreed. They were both hoping to get some more snacks. Rah! The Fishy Phantom roared. I told you to leave me alone. Now you are in for it. Zoinks, We were only looking for snacks, Mr. Fishy, Shaggy pleaded. Rah, rah, racks, Scooby agreed. Snacks, growled the Fishy Phantom. Now you're going to be my fish food. The creature chased Shaggy and Scooby through the halls and tunnels, over catwalks, up and down escalators. Then Scooby got an idea. He and Shaggy grabbed some scuba gear and jumped into the fish tank. Like great plans, Scoob. Shaggy talked loudly so he could hear underwater. That creepy crawdaddy will never find us in here. Ree-ree-hee-raw, Scooby laughed. Reepy-raw-daddy. Raw, the Fishy Phantom was suddenly rushing towards them as fast as a torpedo. Zoink! Swim for us, Scoob! Shaggy cried. He's back, and he's brought friends. Shaggy swam as fast as he could, making long strokes with his lanky arms and quick kicks with his fins. Scooby dog paddled with all his might. Meanwhile, Daphne, Wilma, and Fred made an interesting discovery. The old janitor was sneaking around. He seemed a lot more energetic before. He's up to something, Daphne whispered. I just know it. He's acting awfully suspicious, Velma agreed. Come on, Fred, let's check him out. Hold it right there, Fred shouted. What are you doing in here? The janitor cried. I'm just finishing up for the night. Daphne and Velma spotted the glow of the rainbow colors behind the old man. It looks like you've got some explaining to do, Velma said. You've caught me, the man said. I'm not really a janitor. I'm Cal Cooley from the Coolsville Action News Squad. Velma interrupted. I've seen your many episodes on TV. You're nothing but a sensationalized gossip. The view screen was making the rainbow glow. Daphne reported. Cooley had gone undercover as a janitor to get some footage of the rainbow flounder for his news show. Shame on you, Mr. Cooley, Velma said as they escorted the reporter out. You knew the aquarium wanted to keep the rainbow flounder image a secret. Just then Shaggy and Scooby showed up. When they saw that the TV reporter was leaving the aquarium, they wanted to leave too. Oh, no, you don't, Daphne said. We haven't solved this mystery yet. Listen, gang, I've got a plan to capture this Fishy Phantom, Fred exclaimed. And we have all the things we need to set the trap right here in the aquarium. Like, does that include Scoob and me as bait, Shaggy asked. Fred admitted that it did. At first, Scooby and Shaggy refused to do it, but when Velma tempted them with a box of Scooby snacks, they agreed to help. A few minutes later, the trap was set and everything was in place. Like I hope Fred's plan worked, Shaggy said. I hate to think I got dressed up this silly for nothing. Scooby looked at Shaggy and started giggling. Shaggy did look pretty funny. What are you giggling at, man? Shaggy said. You look just as ridiculous. The Fishy Phantom couldn't believe it. Shaggy and Scooby were in the big tank laughing. Not only were they not hiding in fear, it looked like they had stolen the rainbow flounder from the spot where it was stashed. Arr! The Fishy Phantom howled angrily as it jumped into the tank and swam swiftly in their direction. The Fishy Phantom approached the net. Fred was ready to tug on the rope to bring the net in, but something went wrong. The net didn't catch the Phantom at all. Shaggy and Scooby were forced to flee from the monster again. Outside the tank, Fred and the girls were puzzled. Jinkies, Velma explained. I think something else tugged on the ropes. Minutes later, the creature had cornered Scooby, Shaggy, and Scooby inside the dark and deserted gift shop. Hiram, growled the Fishy Phantom. Give me what's inside the goldfish bowl. Zoinks, whatever you say, man, Shaggy cried. The light from the camera was so bright on the Phantom, he couldn't see a thing. Yeah, the Fishy Phantom yelled. The rest of the game followed the creature's screams to locate Shaggy and Scooby. Jeepers, it's Steve Curley, the snack bar manager, Daffy explained after Fred had removed Fishy Phantom's mask. Like, wow, Shaggy scowled as Scooby sniffed indignantly. To think we let you cook our dinner. Steve Curley hid the rainbow Flounder in the pantry so he could sneak it out after hours and sell it, Velma exclaimed. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids, growled the manager. Now the rainbow Flounder is safely back in the tank, said Mr. Winterbottom happily. Let's go have a look. The Mystery Inc. game was amazed at the beauty of the rainbow Flounder. Thank you, kids, the curator said. The rainbow Flounder is now safe for everyone to enjoy. This mystery wouldn't have gone so swimmingly without you, Scooby, Velma smiled. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, cheered Scooby-Doo.